Well, howdy, folks. How's everybody doing tonight? This is the Outlaw Hatfield, and today is my birthday, so I want to get that one out of the way early. Let's see who we got out there right now. So far, we've got one watching. John Z. John, how you doing, buddy? Oh Lord, Night Strike is here with me. What's going on, Night Strike?
Not a lot. You didn't tell me it was your birthday, man. I would have, done something for you or given you something. Shit.
No big deal.
I know you may not like your birthday, but come on, man.
Yeah. It's one of those things. Well, folks, I've got some invites sent out there, and hopefully there will be others joining us soon. John, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, Ellis. Glad to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Oh, always. You know you're always welcome on here. You are more than welcome to stop by and join us for a chat. So what's going on with you guys today? Anything newsworthy?
I made 100 subs. Woohoo!
Yay!
Really? I'm a few away from that still. I think I'm like at 98.
I know, right around the corner, brother.
Yep. 2 more and I'll hit that big 100.
Roger that.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Hey, RL, how you doing, buddy? And we got a troublemaker. Midnight Range is already in here.
Oh, shit.
See, I would send Midnight an actual invite to come in here, but I know he's at work. So it wouldn't do any good. Yes, he's at work.
Is trolling his job now?
Yes, trolling is always his job.
He says he wishes you a happy 100.
Well,
and a happy birthday.
Thank you for both. See, I can always depend on Midnight to either brighten my day or kick me in the balls, depending. So
I think that was more along the line to put the bag over your head and then kick you in the balls.
Yeah, well. See, the problem with putting the bag over my head is then I wouldn't know who did it, so I wouldn't know who to pay back.
I'm pretty sure Midnight would make sure you knew he did it.
Yeah, you know, he might. He just might.
He would.
Yeah, yeah. I kicked you in the nuts. Was it fun? For a second. It's gonna be more fun when I get your ass back. Oh Lord, man. Well, gentlemen, I made a trip to the gun shop today.
Congratulations.
Oh yes. And I haven't even taken the hit out of the box yet.
What is on the menu?
What we are going to do is, in a second, I'm going to do a little unboxing here.
Very nice.
Yes, well, I figure that would be enjoyable. Everybody's been waiting on me to go actually pick this sucker up, and today I actually got it in my hand. So, but like I said, I have not taken it out of the box to really give it a good look over, so we shall see.
Indeed.
Well, I guess we're all box virgins.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with being a virgin, I don't guess. At least a box virgin. So what's going on with you, John? Anything new in your life?
No, just working on things, trying to finish up paperwork to get the programs I need to get done and go from there. But no, other than that, just made 100 subs and everybody's being really nice. You know, getting a lot of comments and emails, and that's about it.
Cool. I see Clover's in the house. Clover, you have an invite waiting on you, brother. All you do is jump in.
Yep, check your email, Clover.
We wasn't gonna leave you out of this one.
Hey, Ghost.
it would be interesting to see what Clover's take on a Western movie would be. Ghost, I got you an invite waiting on you over on Gun Channel side too, brother. See, these people never check their messages.
No, they don't.
You mean on the gun channel side?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's why I just give out the John Z Project at Gmail email so people can message me directly.
Here's the problem with that. I hate messing with email. It's just, for me, it's a pain in the ass.
Oh, I totally agree with you. Sometimes it can be, absolutely.
So I would just rather go to the gun channels and find you there, send you the link, and if you show up, you show up. If you don't, well, my heart will not be completely broken, but you know.
You might be a little bitter.
That's okay.
Look, I'm always bitter.
Well,
What's life?
At least
What's
you're
life?
honest.
What's life without a little salt, right?
Ooh.
I am, and now I'm 45, so I'm real close to 50. So I can honestly say I'm a grumpy old man. So
I'll agree with that.
I second that, Your Honor.
Yep. And you know, there ain't nothing I can do about it. It's just who I am.
Yeah, I'm getting up there myself.
You're 35, right?
34.
Yeah, you got a long way to go.
Yeah, when you hit 40, then come talk to us, okay?
Yeah, seriously. You're still wet behind the ears.
Oh, come on. I'm not that young. I'm getting gray and white hair already, son. Give me that shit.
Oh, Lord. What in the world could honestly stress you out enough to give you white hair?
I have no idea, but I got white and gray hair already.
Well,
it's popping up everywhere, so I guess it must be genetic or something.
I got nothing for you, buddy. I really don't know how to help you with that problem. Buy some hair dye just for men or some shit. Or you can do what I do and just say, fuck it and let it go.
That's what I'm thinking of doing.
So, you know, I just realized I tend to let loose the reins when it comes to these shows of mine. I need to start reining myself in a little bit. Using such foul language.
Really?
Yes, really. Yes. And here's the reason. I realize that now there are more and more younger people coming on here, and you know, the kids probably don't need to hear that.
I'm not that young. Seriously. What the hell?
I was not talking about you. You are conceited.
Just a little bit.
A little. There is absolutely no conceit left in your family. You got it all.
Probably.
Good Lord. Not every discussion is circled around Night Strike.
Now that's just going too far.
Well, hey, it is what it is, you know. Yeah, so sometimes we have to talk about other people, you know, like Clover or Ghost, you know, John Z here.
Absolutely.
You know, there are G-Webs. We got to talk about G-Webs and Matt and, you know, Potatoes. And there's just, Gun Channels is a big family. It's not just Night Strike.
These are sad, sad days.
Yeah, boy, don't we all know it. When Night Strike finally figures out he is not the center of everybody's attention.
These are dark days indeed.
You think we ought to start him up a support group, John?
Yeah, and I think Midnight should be running it.
No.
Yeah. I agree wholeheartedly. Midnight and Bob.
Absolutely.
Midnight and Viper Bob.
Even better idea.
But Midnight has to cater.
Midnight Biker Bob, and we'll throw Tony in there just for shits and giggles.
Are you sure you don't have support group and, you know, Porsche group and stuff?
No. We're trying to straighten you out. We're trying to help you. Consider it therapy.
Sounds more like torture if you got Bob there.
No, we're going to tell him to keep his shoes on. You'll be okay.
Tony will settle everyone real quick.
Yeah. He's good about that. I see the crazy Scotsman's in here. So, how you doing, buddy? You know, we have what, 7 watching now?
Yep.
Oh, I was hoping for a few more, but that's okay. I'll tell you what we're going to do, though. We are going to turn my camera on. And ladies and gentlemen, I know I don't do this often because, well, I've got the perfect face for radio. And, you know, I don't like to scare small animals and little children. So I keep the camera off.
Since when?
But, you know, for right now, we are going to turn her on. Because we are going to do a little bit of an unboxing.
God, my eyes.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Ooh. Looky. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a Savage MSR Patrol model. And we'll really need that, honestly.
That's a change.
By the way, happy birthday and enjoy your new visitor.
Oh, yes. Isn't she nice?
Isn't she lovely indeed?
You're supposed to have a side charger handle?
No. Normal M4.
Show us the outside.
So, there she is.
Yeah.
I'll take her by this. She's still got the tag on her. Look at that. I didn't even about take the tag off.
Wow.
Let's see. Yep. But there she is. So I will be shipping this one and myself over to Night Strike's house to see how well she shoots.
You're always welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate that. See, John, if you didn't live in a communist state, look what you could enjoy. You could actually have one of these.
I am jealous and I'm tearing a little right now.
John, I'll sweeten the pot for you. If you move to South Carolina, give you an AR.
Instead of West Virginia?
Yes.
Okay.
I've got 6 ARs. I can part with one of them.
Wait a minute. Hold on. One of those is already one of those 6 is already being paid for.
I've already removed that one from Ellis.
Oh, okay.
I have more.
Let's see what else is in this box.
Remember, Ellis, I buy lots of receivers too. I do count those.
Magazine.
Yeah.
We'll set that on the side, and of course.
How many mags do they give with that?
No, just one.
Just one?
Just one.
For that price, I don't know, man.
Okay, Night Strike. How expensive are AR magazines?
Oh, I know. I'm saying the price of the MSR.
Oh, I was about to say, you know, it's not like you're paying $100 per magazine here.
Right.
Let's see. Always remember to read these things, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important.
As he throws it out of the box.
Some kind of sticker. I'll give this to Night Strike. He always needs more stickers.
By the way, I've got a sticker for you.
Oh, cool. Hey, look. They even include earplugs.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Wow. And
No,
what is that? Does anybody
that's,
have any clue what that thing is? Looks like a bicycle lock.
you know what that is.
No, I have no clue what that is.
Chamber lock.
I bet you I have a collection of about 100 of these things somewhere.
Yeah.
Spread across the United States, of course. Project Child Safe, not for resale. So I can't resell it.
They haven't
I got a
tried.
gift. I got a Christmas gift for you, Nightstrike.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I actually don't have enough of those. I mostly just have trigger locks.
Aren't those child rearing tools?
I think what we should do with them is figure out a way to tie our children up with them. That way they stay out of things.
You can get an old chain and you get that, and you're good.
Oh yeah, you probably don't want to get any whatever on your new locks. Totally understood.
Right.
But there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. So, wait. What is this? This is why you always need to open up the book.
So when are you gonna break her in?
I have no clue. I just opened up the book, the manual, if that's what you want to call it. Savage is nice enough to even send you a target. Okay, Nightstrike. Well, I got you here. You see this?
Yes, I see.
This is a target. The idea is to hit somewhere in here, not over here, or here, or down in here somewhere.
Hey, that's why I called my show Hit or Miss.
Yeah, well, it's after seeing that shooting video, I think we can all agree. But see, it's going to be okay because we're going to do some work with you. Because I got a feeling that I might know what your issue is.
I'm sure you do.
Honestly, no, I'm being serious. You were left-handed, right?
Yes.
Okay. What's the chances of you being right-eye dominant?
Not too terribly far.
I'd say that might be part of your issue.
But what's the chances of me being cross-eye dominant?
Okay, that same thing there. That's right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to turn the camera off because, well, I'm sick of looking at me. I'm sure you folks are too.
No comment.
What are you talking about? You can look at your handsome mug all day long.
John, someone suck up.
Yeah, Clover seems to agree with me that might be your issue. But anyway, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but Clover and Ghost, you both have links to join us just whenever you're ready. Ellis is left, but no, he's Midnight. I want you to do me a favor. You're working in a kitchen. I'm hoping that you're at work right now. And what I want you to do is get one of those wonderfully sharp knives. I want you to stick out your tongue, put it on a table. And I want you to get one of your friends to drive the knife through your tongue into the table. And I want to film. That'd be great. Oh, so let's see. What else is going on? So the theme of the show tonight, top 5 westerns. I was going to say this till we have more people in the room, but it don't look like anybody wants to show up and say hello. So what are we going to do? We're going to continue with the show. Night Strike.
Oh.
Do you like western movies?
Love westerns.
Oh, I do too. One of my favorite. John, how about yourself?
I haven't watched them in quite a bit since I got rid of TV, but yeah, I remember used to
Come on,
watching quite a few of them.
Oh, come on, man. Everybody has, has to have at least one good western.
No, absolutely. Hoss is the man. That's my guy.
Oh, I was talking about movies. That's television, dude.
Well, it's all the same to me.
Oh, there's a big difference. I mean, if you remember, the Lone Ranger television show was pretty good, but the movie was freaking awesome. Legend of the Lone Ranger.
The original.
I'm talking about the one from the 80s, not this recently released crap.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all.
If we're talking 80s, what about Pale Rider?
That's a very good movie.
Are we doing the list now or just?
No, we're
commenting.
We're just talking about it.
Okay.
I'm still hoping that somebody else will show up. If not, we will run it like we got it and say the hell with everybody.
Roger that.
Hey, over on the Gun Channel side, we have Cycle Camp and Scott. How you guys doing?
Hey, Cycle.
Hey, Scott.
The Shootist. The Shootist is a good movie.
Yeah.
The Shootist was a really good John Wayne movie. But it did not make my top 5. It did not make the top 5 list. I'm going to give you the read down of my top 5 right now.
Well, no, let's wait till we go through it.
Oh, no. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. I'll tell you a movie I was very disappointed in, and it should never have been made, and that was the Jeff Bridges True Grit remake.
Oh,
I remember True Grit.
That really pissed me off because I've watched all of John Wayne's movies, and I am of the opinion that you do not remake a John Wayne movie. Period. If you do, you ruin it.
Especially from 1969. It's a totally different generation. You can't redo certain things.
And well, I'm not going to say Jeff Bridges is a bad actor. It's just I didn't like the way they changed the storyline. As they didn't, I was not a fan of the changes. I would have preferred the original.
Here's the thing. The original True Grit was something very special. I mean, it was the only Academy Award John Wayne ever got was for that movie. And I think to remake it, just you're not going to do it justice. Period. And yes, I do realize that I said it again, Ghost. And thank you for reminding me that I'm saying the thing is all the time. Jackass.
Here's the thing.
Yeah. He wants me to rename the show Here's the Thing.
It's true.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
It's not.
See, and here's I about did it again, and I'm catching myself now. I'm catching myself saying it. So I'm gonna have this issue now. I'm gonna have to go to a therapist or something to get myself worked on because Ghost had to point that out. Hatfield is Ellis. Yes. Hatfield is definitely Ellis. And Ellis is definitely a Hatfield. To some folks' chagrin.
Is No Country for Old Men still considered a Western?
No.
I never considered that a Western to begin with, and I'll tell you why. To me, a Western is a cowboy on a damn horse. That's to me a Western.
And that guy was
okay.
You know, I've heard people talk about that Bruce Willis movie. Oh crap, what was it? The one where he was in the 1930s in a Nevada town. Good Lord. Come on, somebody help me out here. I know somebody has seen this movie other than me. What? What'd you say?
You're on your own.
Last Man Standing.
There we go.
Yes, that was the movie. There's a lot of people that considers that a Western, but I don't consider too many Westerns with cars in them Westerns.
I don't think so.
No, to me, a Western has to have has a few criteria. First of all, it has to be in the Old West, and when I'm talking about the Old West, I'm talking about in the American West, not in Australia. So Quigley Down Under is a great movie, but I do not consider it a Western. The Man from Snowy River is a great movie, but I do not consider it a Western. Because it didn't take place in America, in the Old West.
What about Once Upon a Time in the West?
Once Upon a Time in the West was a good movie. But that takes place over a span of years. I mean, that takes place over decades, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's still a Western movie.
Well, I agree.
Okay.
I can agree with that. Was the Lawnmower Man a Mexican Western? No, it was not.
Wow. Mexican Western. Wow.
Let's see. What's Scotland saying here? Has to be West Mountain Sandy, dusty old school bars, horses, and 6 guns. Yeah, for the most part, I would have to agree with that. And then there comes a little movie called The Wild Bunch, where they had pump shotguns and 1911s.
That's because it was during the time of World War One, or so.
Yeah, it was before that. It was actually before that.
Well, a little before World War One, but by that point we had 1911. So.
Yeah. It was just after the turn of the century.
Right.
And would the Wild Bunch be considered a Western or not?
Did they ride horses?
Oh yeah, throughout the whole movie.
If they rode horses and wore cowboy hats, then yes.
Oh well, then I guess the Wild Bunch is therefore, according to Night Strike, a true Western. So there you had it. You heard it here first.
Because it happened right there at the turn of the century before everyone started using cars. So I'm gonna say it counts.
What year was that?
Oh God! It was just the movie was supposed to take place just after the turn of the century. So
the movie took place in 1913.
Okay.
So the 1911 accepted widespread adoption in 1912, a year prior. So it's not too far to reason that they may have gotten a hold of either military or civilian models of 1911s. Plus, they were probably using the what was it, the 1897 Winchester? That's probably the shotguns they were using. So.
Yeah, that was still the same time period. That's Western.
But it's a good movie regardless. My Ghost top 5 here. Young Guns, You're Crazy. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Good movie. Rio Bravo, good movie. Silverado's number 1 and it's number 2. And The Outlaw Josie Wales is number 1. And Ghost, your number 1 and number 2 are spot on. I don't see how anybody could argue with that. I'm sure somebody will try, but
well, that's what we're here for tonight.
Yes, I'm sure somebody's going to try to argue with it, but that just proves that they're not exactly sane. Philo, why do you feel out of place, buddy? We want to go out of our way to make you feel happy and wanted. Tell us what we can do for you, Philo.
Oh.
And Hallie Mel Smith. Shane was a good movie. Shane was a great movie, Mel. It's one of those that you watch when you're young, and it has that weird vibe to it. Is this a Western or not? Is there going to be a gunfight here or no?
I'm going to bring one up, and it may go good, it may go bad, but I'm going to say, how about Tombstone?
Tombstone is a great movie.
Okay.
And, you're talking about Wyatt Earp, so it has to be,
Right.
It had some great actors, too.
Yeah.
Now, what was the other one? There was Tombstone, and the other one was Wyatt Earp, wasn't it? Wasn't that the name of the other movie that came out at the same time?
It might have been. It might have been a spinoff.
Because I know two of them were released pretty close together.
Yeah, Cycle Camp. I totally agree. Val Kilmer was awesome in Tombstone.
Yeah, he played Doc Holliday to a T, I thought.
It's so hard when you have the top 5. You should have done like a top 10.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
This is really hard.
You said it again, by
Here's the thing. Everybody drink up. Everybody take a drink every time.
Yeah, there we go. We just invented a new drink game. Every time I say, here's the thing, somebody's got to take a drink.
You got to do it. Do it again.
We're going to be drunk before we get to the top 5th one.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. I'm the only one here that's not
We are going to be drunk tonight.
I'm going to have you people drunk off your ass. Man, this is not over.
We're just messing with you, Ellis.
You're going to have the entire gun channels doing desk pops.
He can't do a desk pop where he is.
Oh, I could open up a window. Oh, well, better not do that. We got neighbors.
Every time he goes, here's the thing, it's more likely to be the case.
Somebody probably would not approve of all that.
We won't tell Clover. Nobody tell Clover. Everybody shh.
Oh, Clover's listening. You can bet on it.
What?
He's a sneaky little leprechaun. He is a very sneaky little leprechaun. But he's our leprechaun, damn it, and we love him.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Hey, look, if we can put up with you, we can love him.
I see how it is.
Well, everybody has their niche. And he's just the lovable, tactical leprechaun. That's all there is to it. So Night Strike, what would you say would be your top 5 favorite Western movies?
Okay, so,
Oh, we're doing it now?
Yeah, why not?
You don't want to go 5 everybody for everybody, or just straight 1 through?
No, we can do it that way. What's your number 5? What's your number 5, Night Strike?
Since you did approve it earlier, I'm going to say Once Upon a Time in the West.
Yeah, well, I can agree with that. That's a great movie. Ninja is not a Western movie. Where in the world? Ninja. Clover, have you lost your dang mind, buddy?
Are you serious?
That's what he said, Ninja.
And I just said, are you serious? And Siri's like, yes, how can I help you?
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Siri?
Are you serious?
Siri, are you serious?
Oh, yep. She is.
I wonder if somebody can actually activate Siri through a computer.
Well, let's try. Okay, Google. Nope. Normally, if I say "Okay, Google," my phone will do stuff.
And yes, 310 to Unum is a good movie, Clover.
3? Yeah, I'll give him that. That one's good too.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
That was an awesome movie.
Yep. Okay, so John, what's your fifth place?
Oh, this was really difficult. In fifth place, I'd have to say Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
You know that's a good movie. That's a good movie. Um, for me, I would have to say number 5 is the original Magnificent Seven. That was an excellent, great movie. So, nice track. What you got for number 4, buddy?
We were talking about it earlier. Tombstone.
Okay, well, that leaves you, John.
We can't hear you, John. You're too far away. You're too far away.
Get your head out of the toilet. Take your face out of the toilet and then try.
Yeah. Nope, we can't hear you. You're too far away. You need a better microphone in order to go walk away. So.
All right, give me one second. Son of a gun. Oh, that's why. Okay, never mind. Okay, and save. Can you hear me now?
A little bit, yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah.
we hear you.
Okay. All right, so I really had a hard time with number 4, and it's either, I can't just say one. It's either Unforgiven or Tombstone. I'm not sure.
Both are good movies. But,
Absolutely.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you have one as an honorary mention. How about that?
Okay,
and I'll let you choose which one.
So, okay, let's go with Unforgiven as the honorary mention and Tombstone as number 4.
Well, I'm going to have to go with on number 4, Unforgiven. Unforgiven was my number 4 too.
Woohoo!
So,
Woo-woo.
which is a great movie. Number 3, Night Strike.
A Fistful of Dollars.
Clint Eastwood, good movie. Very good movie. Listen, Wild Wild West, Ghost, go kick yourself in the head for even mentioning that. God, that was awful. Don't get me wrong, I like Will Smith, but that movie, ugh.
Apparently, Ghost is a Will Smith fan.
Apparently.
Why not just choose Space Cowboys?
or how about Cowboys versus Aliens?
There you go.
He said that too. He actually said that too.
Technically, Cowboys versus Aliens is a Western.
Absolutely.
Technically it is, and it wasn't a bad movie. It was not a bad movie at all.
It was a great movie, but wasn't bad.
I'll give it comedy.
Blazing Saddles was great, but we're leaving Blazing Saddles out, and I'll tell you why. It's comedy. Yeah. We're not going to go with comedy or musicals or anything like that. So
yeah, no singing and dancing, please. I can't handle it.
No. See, that also knocks out McClintock, which is a damn good movie, and it shows just how funny John Wayne can actually be.
Yep.
So number 3, John.
Number 3, another one I had a hard time with, and they've both been said already in the chat. So it's either 3:10 to Yuma or Silverado.
Good movies. Both of them very good movies.
If I had to pick, I would say Silverado's number 3, and 3:10 to Yuma would be my honorable mention.
Okay, Night Strike.
What are we doing? Number 3? Number 2, right?
Number 3. This is 3.
I already gave you mine.
Yeah, we're number 2.
How come I don't remember doing a number 3?
Because you didn't say
you still have to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, my number 3 is a Kevin Costner classic, Open Range.
Okay, that's much better. You said Kevin Costner, I was like, oh God, please don't say something bad.
I never
No,
actually heard of that movie.
Open Range was a great movie.
I know. It's just he has some movies that weren't that good.
I actually
Open
never
Range
heard
is
of
good.
that. Open Range.
You've never seen Open Range?
Never heard of
dude,
it.
you've got to watch that movie.
Yeah, never even heard of it.
It's a very good Western movie with good acting. Of course, there's going to be scenes where it's going to be like, but it goes past rather quickly. Okay, number 2. Nice strike.
A few dollars more.
I see a theme going on with you.
Do,
Yes, I definitely see a theme here. All right, fistful full dollars, a few dollars more. I bet you I know what your number 1's going to be.
But hey, they're not bad movies. They're actually
No,
they're good movies.
there actually are good movies. I have to give you that. John Z, what is your number 2?
Number 2, I will have to give it to Magnificent Seven.
Very good movie.
Yes, sir.
Love that. Which now, here's the thing. We need to clarify this. I was talking about the original when I said it, Yul Brynner. Who are you talking about?
Original, absolutely,
Okay.
100%.
Okay. Yep. I have to agree with you. And my number 2 is Silverado.
Ooh.
Another movie that's got Kevin Costner in it.
Absolutely.
So I remember watching that when I was, I guess 14, 15 years old, and I was like, damn, now this is a good Western. Westworld. Well, Westworld wasn't bad, Psycho Camp, but
I don't think it's a top 5, yeah.
Science fiction.
And I think it's more science fiction than Western, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, there was a lot of science fiction, a lot of Western, but if we're gonna, I am gonna go with the middle ground. If we're gonna say Cowboys versus Aliens was a Western movie, we might as well say we'll accept Westworld.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That would have
Now,
to be
over on the Gun Channel side, Scott's put out a pretty good one here. Jeremiah Johnson. That was a good movie.
Wow. Yeah.
He just G-webbed the lobby.
He just.
It's okay. We're allowed to G-web. Red Dead Redemption. Have they actually made a movie out of that?
No, that's just a video game.
Oh, that's what I thought.
The Three Amigos Patriots.
No.
No, definitely not.
Patriot
Movie.
Drop a brick on your toe.
I'll give it to him though. It was funny.
It was funny. It was funny. We are at number 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Drum roll, please.
And hold on. I gotta get this out. There's a lot of good Western movies out there. A lot of great Western movies out there. But there's only one Western movie where you will see Clint Eastwood look somebody in the eye and say, "Are you going to pull those pistols or whistle Dixie?"
Well, let's find out.
And then shoot the shit out of 3 Union soldiers. So, Nice Strike, what is your number 1?
Number 1. I think I'm going to say The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It might not be the answer you're looking for, but it's the one I'm going to give you.
Oh, it was definitely the one I was looking for.
Because I know you're number 1, but my number 1 is totally The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Because I tell you, the duel scene at the end of that movie was great. Where there's just the 3 of them. That was epic.
Yep, that's one of those cinema classics. John Z.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to say number 1 was definitely The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah, that's 2 for The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And you know what? I'm not going to argue with you. They're both. It's a Clint Eastwood movie, and yes, it's a good movie. But you're both wrong.
I know
the best Western, the best Western ever made, period, bar none, is the outlaw Josie Wells.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yes,
But
yes.
not because that's not the best one he did. The best one Clint Eastwood did was The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Just saying.
No. You're wrong. You're stupid and you're
Well, I'm gonna be wrong, but I'm not stupid.
wrong. Well, if you think that movie's better than the outlaw Josie Wells, well, you need help, brother. You need help.
I liked the Outlaw Josie Wells, but I liked The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly better.
How could you not like the outlaw Josie Wells better?
I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said I liked The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly more as a movie.
You know, I don't hear, and Patriot and Dark's asking me, it's saying I'm a little pumped because I didn't even mention a Roy Rogers movie. I didn't mention a Gene Autry movie either.
Well, we said no song and dance, right?
We said no
Yeah,
song.
pretty much, pretty much, yeah. But
And
if we were, now, but I'll tell you, if you're talking about TV westerns,
there's a lot of good ones.
I don't think we can get away without mentioning guys like Roy Rogers.
No, we can't.
Absolutely.
It was just too prolific. And we'd also have to talk about Bonanza and Gunsmoke, The Big Valley,
And
several other very good television shows.
I wonder if anyone's ever going to do Gunsmoke as a movie.
I'm going to have to say it, and I know I'm going to get some flack for it, but if we're going to talk about TV series, we also have to slightly mention Briscoe County Jr.
You know, I like that show.
I did too.
I liked that show. It was one of those kooky little weird things that just showed up on TV one day, and I was like, "Oh, this ain't bad."
No, but
And that was one. Wasn't it?
You first.
Can we do what? Go ahead. Can we do what?
Can we state our honorable mentions now?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Do you want me to go by one or just go through the list?
Go ahead. It don't matter. You can just shoot them off.
All right. I'm gonna say The Shootist.
Great movie.
Rio Bravo.
Another great movie.
Red River.
John Wayne classic. Yes.
The Searchers.
Another John Wayne classic.
Stagecoach.
You know, here and again, I see a theme. Here.
Well, that's there is a theme, you know, but that's about where it goes. But there's also High Noon.
Yeah, very good movie.
And another one where we mentioned earlier, Pale Rider.
Yep.
Yeah, and for those that like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, not long ago they made like a sequel to that, where one of the guys is an old man living in like Argentina or something. It's called Blackthorn. It is really good.
I've never watched that movie.
That was really good. Because
was it really?
Yeah. Yep. It was well done. So
Star Trek's original intention was to be a space western. Interesting. Well, I guess you could say the same thing about Star Wars, though, if you look at it. Really think about it. The thing about Star Trek, there's too much technical talk to be a western.
John, what are your honorable mentions?
There are a lot of them.
Just list them. Go for it.
All right. Wild Bunch.
Very good movie.
Once Upon a Time in the West.
It's on my list.
The Man Who Shot Liberty.
Ooh.
Blazing Saddles. Open Range. It's a little newer. If you're looking for like early's, My Darling Clementine. I don't know if any of you ever heard of Winchester 73.
Yes.
James Stewart.
Yes.
Oh, Jimmy.
Jeremiah Johnson. Anybody ever heard of How the West Was Won?
Oh, yeah.
Mention that.
Oh, yeah.
And Oh, definitely. I probably should have mentioned this. I totally forgot. Fort Apache.
Fort Apache was good.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard of that one in a while. Well, see,
Yeah.
my honorable mentions includes True Grit because, well, it was like I said earlier, just
Which
I
one?
know that was my number 5. That was my number 5. Well, the John Wayne was my number 5. The Jeff Bridges would be an honorable mention.
Okay.
It wasn't a bad movie. It just wasn't as good as John Wayne's, and it should have never been made, in my opinion. So,
It's better.
oh well, you know. Let's see. What else would we have to? Blazing Saddles would definitely be an honorable mention, even if it is a comedy, because well, it's just freaking hilarious.
Psycho Camp has a question out there in the chat in the YouTube side. How about that Indian movie, Last of the Mohicans?
It took place in the East, not the West.
It's true.
That took place in the East.
But technically,
Little-
Josie Whale started in the Southeast.
Little Big Man. Wasn't that Dustin Hoffman in that? If I'm not mistaken. Jonah Hex. Jonah Hex was actually not a bad movie. It was not a bad movie.
I totally forgot about A Man Called Horse also. Patriot
Man-
mentioned.
A Man Called Horse was a good movie.
Absolutely.
Do you remember when the Indian guy takes those claws and puts them in his chest and he pulls him up in the air and he's hanging there by his flesh? Every time I've seen that scene, it just gave me chills. I was like, ooh, that has to hurt. Dances with Wolves is one of my honorable mentions. Yes, Clover. Very good movie. Pale Rider was also an honorable mention. How nobody mentioned Big Jake. Big Jake was a good movie, and it had, if I'm not mistaken, didn't it have 2 of John Wayne's sons in it? If I'm not mistaken, Big Jake had 2 of John Wayne's sons in it.
Hell on Wheels. Absolutely, Josh.
That is a great show.
Absolutely.
It is.
That is a great show. It's you don't see them like that anymore. I mean, it's doing quite well.
War Wagon? Never heard of that. I'll look it up.
War Wagon had John Wayne. What's his name?
Kirk Douglas.
And
Okay,
it's a
now I
very,
remember it.
very good movie.
Now I remember it.
Yep. I'll tell you another one that we sort of left out was one called Rooster. It was the second part to True Grit.
Problem with something like this is through history, you definitely need to do one like top 20.
Yeah,
there's so many.
If I'd had, well, we're gonna do another one eventually.
Sweet.
And we're gonna do television roosters. Or television roosters. Thank you. Thank you, Cycle. I was gonna say television westerns and see Rooster typed up there, and you know.
You can do a top 20 of roosters from TV.
We can do that. I'm sure we can figure out different types of roosters.
Ghost Tactical says best
Western
of all time. Okay, Ghost Tactical Webs.
of all times, Wild Gals West. Only Ghost would think of this one.
No, that sounds more like a G-Web's answer.
You know,
Foghorn Leghorn.
Maybe Ghost has been hanging around G a little too much.
Maybe
He's rubbing off.
Well, if you're gonna learn, you got to learn from the best, you know.
Yeah. And we all know that G Webbs is the master.
It's true.
You had mentioned Bravo, didn't you? But nobody said anything about Rio Lobo, which was another John Wayne movie and very good.
Rio Hobo was good too.
No, I've never seen that one.
It's about a hobo in Rio.
How about a James Garner classic, Maverick? How did we leave Maverick out? Come on now.
I don't know.
Maverick was a good movie. Mel Gibson, James Garner. And the television shows was pretty good too. And if you want to take it a step further and go into television movies, if we're going into television movies, that opens up a whole new barrel of worms, because then we can talk about Lonesome Dove and The Gambler, The Sackets, which was a good movie. Cahill U.S. Marshal, that's a good movie too. There was a lot of great television Western movies made that most people haven't even heard of. And I'll tell you another John Wayne movie we left out, The Sons of Katie Elder, which was a good movie. Can you think of any more of the TV movies?
TV movies?
Yeah. Conager was a real good movie. That came on TNT, I think it was. Had Sam Elliott in it. Big Valley was a great show.
I see a bunch of them, but Conager, okay, I see. Tom Selleck did quite a few too.
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is. The Quick and the Dead.
The Quick and the Dead. Oh yeah, that was a good movie. That had Russell Crowe in it.
Is that Russell Crowe?
I'm thinking it was.
I'm gonna click on it to see who was in it. The Quick and the Dead.
I think it's actually a remake.
Oh, Sam Elliott. There you go. Yeah, I love Sam Elliott. He's actually really good. You guys ever seen Jack Bull?
No, I don't think I have seen that one.
Pancho Villa.
That I've seen.
Yeah, that was funny.
Well, you know how we were saying Wild Bunch, where people were asking whether it was actually Western. Technically, Wild Bunch and that whole march against Pancho Villa happened in like 1913.
Right.
So that was all the same time period.
Oh, what do you guys think about how the West was fun? With Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. Is that considered a Western?
No.
We mentioned obviously the Alamo, right?
No, we did not.
The Alamo. We did not mention. How the hell do we not mention the Alamo?
Well, which Alamo are we talking about? There's only been 15 of those Alamo movies made.
The original, and then the one in 1987, the Alamo, 13 Days to Glory.
What was the one with Billy Bob Thornton in it called? Because Billy Bob did an Alamo movie not too long ago.
Billy Bob Thornton. The Alamo, 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was a good movie.
Absolutely.
The weird thing about that one is he was there was like one scene where they're playing the drums and he's like something's missing. So the next time you see him, he's up on a wall playing his fiddle to the drum sound. And I'm like, yeah. I love the end though. Great movie. Dead Man's Walk, or think that was the name of it.
Oh, The Quick and the Dead, 1995.
Yeah.
Sharon Stone, Gene Hackman.
Yep, that's a good movie.
Yeah. Oh, Cycle Camp already said that. Okay, I was looking it up.
There's so many good westerns, but we are going to do another show probably in a week or so, next week sometime. We're going to just focus on TV westerns, mainly shows. You know, Gunsmoke, Bonanza, Big Valley, to name a few. Lone Ranger, of course. Some and some of you might actually remember the Cisco Kid.
Absolutely.
You remember the Cisco Kid?
Yeah.
I loved that show when I was a kid. I loved that. I never missed it, man. If the Cisco Kid was on, I was watching it. That Cycle Camp? No. Just
I
no
don't-
Cycle. No.
Cycle, I do not think that counts in
No.
any genre of western.
No.
That don't even count as good television.
Yeah, that's true too.
Show.
And I can tell you who shot JR. I can tell you exactly who shot JR.
Was it that chick from I Dream of Jeannie or something?
You know, we could if if we were going to go that route, we can say that Walker Texas Ranger was a western too.
But
Little
you mean
House-
it's not?
Absolutely goes. Little House on the Prairie was one of the few shows I was allowed to watch.
Yeah.
And see, I liked Little House on the Prairie, but I don't consider it a western.
That was absolutely a western.
Well, yeah, see, here's the thing. How often did you see him carrying a gun in that show? And I was like, nah, cowboys carry guns. And that was
Well,
my
look-
hope.
He was more of a pacifist than anything.
Yeah, exactly. And I
That
was
doesn't
like,
make it less of a western.
well, yeah, I understand what you're saying. And as I'm now that I'm older, I see that. But as a kid watching it, I was like, no, this isn't western. This is you don't even carry a gun. You know, that was the thing.
As a child,
Western.
that was one of my favorite shows ever.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of some more of those old High Chaparral. You remember the High Chaparral? That was a good western.
Never heard of that.
It was a pretty good. And here's one for you. David Carradine, Kung Fu.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
that one?
yeah.
That was a
That
good
was
show.
great western.
And it was actually a western. And that's about as close to ninja as you're going to get for a western, Clover.
Ninja.
Ninja.
Grizzly Adams. Now, would Grizzly Adams be considered a western?
Yeah, it's Grizzly Adams.
And we're going to give it a pass, even if it ain't, because he like Night Strike just said, it is Grizzly Adams as well. I wish that they would find a way to bring that show back, modernize it, update it. It was a great show. It's one of those shows I think that they could redo today, and it would be a hit.
Let me ask you this: you remember the series that Disney did back in the day of Davy Crockett?
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember.
Would you consider those westerns?
Yes.
You see, I think of those more along the lines of
Frontier.
yeah, more of a frontier type movie, adventure, explorers, something like that. Um,
So
not,
then, so you're also saying Dances with Wolves would be in that category too.
well, no, because the where Dances with Wolves took place. It's one of the it's iffy territory.
And they're both frontiers, technically.
Yeah, you didn't say the Western frontier. You just said the West.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It could be the West while you're in the East. So you go
Yeah.
to the farthermost point of East, and you go West.
Well, I guess in the 1800s, if you lived in, you know, uh, Virginia and you went to Kentucky, I guess you was moving west.
You
So,
were.
or Tennessee, you was moving west.
It's true.
If you go from New York, to Pennsylvania, you're going west.
Yeah, exactly. I guess thinking about it in that term, yeah, we're it's a western. They were more west than us. I'm more west than you, damn it.
And Rich White out there is saying the Wild Wild West, the show from the 60s.
Well, that was actually a pretty damn good show.
It was a Western, too.
Yeah, it was a western, and it was a good show.
Maybe we can do like
It was
a
a
top
bit
5.
weird, but it was good.
Maybe we could do like a top 5 or a top 10 of like which show had the most dead bodies.
What was the
Oh,
bounty
God.
hunter movie with the mare's leg?
Which one? You have to be more specific.
Yeah, that was a couple of them.
Yeah, you did say mare's leg.
That's what Psycho Camp just said.
What was the bounty? Oh, well, what's his name? The guy with the motorcycle, right?
I can't. That might be it. Wanted Dead or Alive. You remember a show?
It's Wanted Dead or Alive. It's the original.
Do you remember a show called Branded?
Branded, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, the guy was a cavalry officer that was disgraced, so they broke his sword, gave it back to him, and sent him on his merry way. And he rode through the West, helping people out. It was a pretty good show.
Highway to Heaven?
Yep, Chet Connors, exactly.
So let's see. Like Cycle Camp said, Dead or Alive had the mare's leg. Once Upon a Time in the West had a mare's leg. I mean, there were a bleep load of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not all of them were westerns. So.
Chiappa, 1892, Von Dutch, mare's leg. What movie was that in? John Robinson. What movie is that?
Yeah, the mare's leg was in the series Wanted Dead or Alive. Originally. Steve McQueen's.
Yeah, that was the one. Okay, that's the Von Dutch creation. Okay. That was a Chiappa, too.
Chiappa,
1892.
See, here's the thing. My mind goes blank because I wasn't even thinking about talking about Western series today. Have Gun Will Travel. That was a good one. Rich, that was a great one, actually.
Yeah, that was. Well, Ellis, I think you showed it all right tonight.
Show always does all right, And it's not. It's Here's the thing. We don't have.
Drink up, boys.
Hey, I went 15 minutes without saying it. I'm proud of
I
myself.
didn't even pick up a glass. Just hold on to the bottle.
I just held on to the bottle because fuck it.
Yeah, it's the audience participation that keeps these shows going, and I love my audience, and whether I have one guest or 5 guests or a panel full,
Midnight says Back to the Future.
Only the third one was a Western.
and Midnight's an idiot.
No, you got to go with me on this one. The third movie was a Western.
Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Kung Fu Panda, was that a Western?
No.
Okay, just checking.
No.
Yes, Midnight. Ellis loves you.
Yes.
Everybody,
I love my audience. Here's the thing. None of us guys that does this, whether it's me or Ghost or Clover, E-Webs, Matt, it's about the audience, and that's the thing. Because if the audience wasn't there, we wouldn't be here. And I appreciate my audience. I probably
Midnight was talking about the first one.
Midnight to get over it.
Yeah.
Midnight's like the village idiot. Everybody loves him, but they want to keep him at a distance.
Or smack him upside the head. Either
Or
one.
smack him upside the head.
Hey, Ref.
But anyway, folks, we are going to bring this one to a close. Remember that Ghost Show's coming up at 8 o'clock. Ghost Tactical. I'm not sure if I'm going to be there or not. I might have something come up, but I will try. And considering it is also Tuesday, that means Hit or Missed, which comes on at 9, will also be on, right, Night Strike?
Yeah, 9 Eastern, 8 Central.
He owes me another $5. At this point, I have bought 10 rifles from Night Strike. I'm waiting on payment. All this free publicity for you, Night Strike. It's not just my show; it's every show. What is it with you?
I need to get 1,000 subscribers. Okay, I'm almost at 600.
Look, dude, I am 2 away from having 100, and I can't get 2.
You need 2. I can get you 2 really easy.
Oh, Night Strike. I was curious. They say someone told me at 100 you can change your link.
Yeah.
Is that something you have to do, or is that something they do automatically?
They email you about it.
Okay. How long does that take?
It's whenever they decide.
Okay.
Now, remember, folks, I will be back Thursday at 8 o'clock for another show. I'm not sure what we're going to do. And let me get this out here, because I've been asked a couple of times what's going on with the interviews. The problem I'm having with the interviews is scheduling issues, and I'm just not a big enough personality on YouTube at the moment to get people to say, "Oh yes, the Outlaw Hatfield, I want to be on that show." But as you know, I'm still working on it. That's still the game plan. I want to get these interviews up and going. I'm still contacting people, hoping that they get back with me. I can't force them to come on. I can send them a message. I can say, "Hey, would you like to?" And they can either say yes or no. And I'll leave it at that. I'll get back with them again some other time.
There you go.
Anyway, that's what's going on with the interviews. I'm not done with them. I've not stopped doing them. I intend to go back to doing them as soon as I possibly can.
He's just got to con people to come on his show.
Yeah, I've just got to come up with more money to pay people. Apparently that's how it works. It's like the guy that said he would come on my show if I'd buy his book. And I was like, well, okay.
That ain't gonna happen.
No,
I am not a crook. Buy my book.
Yeah, but buy my book and I'll come on your show. And to me, that's backward shooting. Yeah. Anyway, folks, y'all have a good night, and I will see you all Thursday.
See you, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Who the hell is Felicia?